looking into that avenue, especially since I need one. Lift that up. Okay, I am not going to try and do adjacent rows here. There's too much, those trees are too close and backwards and forwardsing through that section. It's quicker to just do it this way. So, how are we doing? We've got 4,000. Let's have a look at yield, because I haven't looked at that yet. Soil types, pH. Nitrogen is good, and yield is sort of 90, 95, 100. So 100, 95. Actually, okay, it's about expectations, which is fine. Okay, we're full again. Oh, boo. I think I'll get this filled up. We'll pull it off to the side, and then I'll see how much more we can get done. Oh, back it up a little. Righty. Drive that over there. Oh, come on, tractor, go. He's not a happy chicken. Oh, that was the other thing. I think, did I add New Holland? Yes, I did add the New Holland T6. This is a little bit more beefy than our little case. There's a T1, T6, 140, 160. So that could be an option if we ever decide we want blue tractors on top of our green and red ones. All right, that's that row done. Come on, be done. Thank you. See, this thing can do a full turn. The other one, not so much. Okay, lower that. GPS. And heading on down this way again. Cameo, good morning. Welcome to Saturday. You caught me in the most boring harvest ever. We are cutting sugar beets. And I've been at this all morning. I'm still not sure we're halfway. Oh, however, the mowing is halfway. The mowing is done. Okay. So are you full? Yes, you're full. So pop that there. Pop that there. Yeah, but they pay well. Yeah, you're done. You can go home. Contracts. Old contracts. Get paid. Yes. And then, since we've got the mowers attached, I am going to do that one. And that one. Contract, yes. And we can fold that up. Fold that up. Am I going the right way? I might not be going the right way. Yeah, I was going the right way. Whee! Go find the road. And I got paid for that? Yeah, we're at 195. So these two little contracts will give me about 10,000 more. Thinking back on a lot of my series, I've done potato farming. I've done beet farming. I think I did potato farming on one of Alien Jim's maps. And the reason was I actually ended up having a field of potatoes. And his farm silos allowed you to store beets and potatoes in the silo. It was a multi-fruit silo. So what I ended up doing was I harvested the potatoes. Might have leased the equipment the first time out, and stuck the potatoes in the shed, the silo. And then I figured, you know what? Why don't I use some of those potatoes and plant them in a slightly bigger field? And any potatoes that are left over, I'll just sell. And I just kept doing that. And I ended up with huge fields getting harvested. And potatoes are quite a lucrative crop. They take a lot of work, but the advantage with the potatoes is you can use them as seed. So you harvest the potatoes, you turn around, you stick them straight back in the ground to grow more, and then you sell whatever you have left over. Sugar beets, I definitely did sugar beets on Oakfield Farm, and they paid out so well. For a similar crop field, I would do wheat and get paid around 100,000, and for sugar beets, I'd be getting paid 250,000. So it was worth it for the money, if not for the amount of time I had to put into it. By that time, I was working with self-propelled equipment, so I could leave a harvester doing its thing while I went and supervised other stuff. Our church is doing a working. We have an event coming up in October, so they're doing a sort of a fall clean up, fix up, broken things, touch up the paintwork on wood that's been scratched by people ramming chairs against it, that sort of thing. They're doing that today. Unfortunately, as per usual, my back is not participating with that. So we'll just do some farming. Okay, contract's going good already, so we're 10% done. And control. And of course, this is the worst thing about sugar beets, is I got nowhere to put them. And the train depot is way too far away to be able to store them there. So I guess if I'm, well, okay, we're going, as I said, I think the plan right now for the farm is we will see how much we make from the sugar beets. And if we make an absolute ton of money, then maybe we'll keep doing it, and I need a sugar beet storage shed. If I do not make a ton of money, then maybe I will sell the sugar beet equipment. I might keep this trailer just because it might come in handy sometimes. And then we'll sell the sugar beet harvesting equipment. I can always plant sugar beets because I have a planter, and most of my crops get planted. But, we'll see how that works. Why aren't you emptying? Because pull far enough forwards. There we go. Actually, we're going to have to pull out of the way anyway. So yeah, we'll slum it for now with the sugar beets and just shovel them into a trailer and get them sold next month. But after that, if I'm going to keep doing it, then we'll get sugar beet storage facility on the farm. Otherwise, I'm still going to take up that big silage bunker, and I'll replace it with a manure bunker and see if the horses will provide manure. And if they do, then we're going to have to think about a manure spreader at some point. Okay, I can probably fold that in so we don't smash it on a tree. That would be a bad plan. And we'll straighten up there and go. But if I do try and decide to keep going with sugar beets isn't a Missouri crop though, so this was kind of, do horses eat them or not? And turns out they don't, so I don't absolutely need to plant them again. I think the horses would eat carrots. Now, that said, I mean, looking at some of the fields around the farm, I could do something like that as a carrot field, just to keep the horses happy. And I can probably afford that field. It's 44,000, yeah. So I could think about planting carrots at some point. But again, not really a crop I want to get into. Of course, if I did an Idaho farm, then doing something like, why is that turned on? Who knows? Yeah, if I did an Idaho farm, then I would probably just have to do it as a potato farm. It's kind of how I work. It's like, okay, what's a crop that you get from, and then okay, we'll do potato farm. So Idaho with a potato, but I would get a self-propelled potato harvester and all sorts of fun and what have you. Same with cotton. Cotton is a possibility here. But like I said, I need a big fields to do cotton, and yeah, with cotton harvesters costing half a. Oh, okay. So sugar beets are. Did I? I did write down. Yeah, they're not on my list of most popular crops. It looks like rice, soybeans, cotton, corn, wheat, and I've allowed myself to do sorghum as well. But you know, it's maybe we could do sugar beets. But yeah, it's I tend to. Oh, for Idaho, yes. No, Missouri. I'm kind of thinking. In the past, we did sugar beets at Oakfield, Farm Sims 19, and it was an excellent way to boost income for the farm. It was a pain in the butt to handle and ship and all the rest of it, but yeah. Hey, I can guarantee 200,000 income for the year because I planted a field of sugar beets. And the rest of my crops were paying out 100, 150 depending on field size. And I wouldn't put sugar beets in the biggest fields, but yeah, if I pick a map, I tend to look at the map and say, you know, what do I really want to put? You know, what am I inspired to do on this map? So things like, yeah, when I did Lawfolds, it was like, well, it's Scottish. Scots like their malt beverages, and malt beverages are made out of barley, so we're going to do a lot of barley. Oakfield, I did, yeah, we've got 3 fields that take 500 sheep each. Let's do sheep. I think Oakfield is supposedly around Cheshire area, which is a big sheep area. So I kind of look and see, yeah, what am I inspired to grow based on where this map is. I suppose for Maypole, I could have done potatoes since Maypole was an Irish farm. Yeah, that was the thing with this map. I've got horses, I've got sheep, I've got cows, I've got chickens. So they take a lot of work as well. I still haven't fed the chickens today. Probably going to, well, shall we skip that? We'll do it. All right. Okay, let's go grab a little bit of wheat. Start and stop. Oh no. Oh. Disaster. Let's put some of that back. And 2, 3, 6, 5, 4. Done. Okay. That was total disaster. There's not an easy stop button. I think there probably is the R button on the keyboard, but got a lot of eggs too. I'm going to have to think of something to do with the eggs. Oh, there was the tip point. There it is. Go, tip. There you go, chickens. So I think we're on year 2, October. We've already maxed out our chickens. We've maxed out our cows. Don't think we've maxed out the sheep yet. We got all the breeding things done for them though, which is good. Slowly working my way around the farm sim achievements. So I think one of the achievements is cotton, so I should, yeah, eventually we'll get into cotton. But I need, yeah, the problem is the fields here are super expensive. We're talking about, I'm going to need 700,000 to $1 million to buy a big field, and then I'm going to need 700,000 to buy a cotton harvester. Got all the planting equipment, of course, so that's good. But my goodness, we're chewing through diesel today. Well, it's not like we got a big tank on this. How's the mowing contract? Mowing contract is still going. Okay. Oh, it's 11:18 already. Okay. I'm gonna empty this. What do I do? I push that button, I push that button, I push that button, and I drive forwards. Go. Yes. Once we're clear. Okay, I just noticed it's 20 after 11. And I need to go out, so that, do that, do that. So I think we will turn the camera out. So we cruise away. So, sugar beet harvesting, well underway. We've still got a lot to go, but I will try and finish the rest off stream. But for now, I'll wish you all a good weekend, and we'll be back next week with some more on Alma, Missouri. But for now, afraid I'm out of here. Have fun, everyone.